I'm going to tell you about 10 dumb roller skating rules that I often heard while I was a beginner skater, and some of which I still hear today. Number 1, don't go to the skate park until you can confidently skate forwards and backwards. Why though? As long as you have your helmet and your padding on, you're gonna fall anyway. Just go if you want to go. Yeah, I went to the skate park before I could stand up, and I turned out just fine, yeah? Now, giving people the benefit of doubt who say this, that you should be able to confidently skate forward and back, I think they're coming from a place of safety, right? So when you're at the skate park, you want to be able to get out of the way quickly of obstacles. And of course, that will help you in the long run, but please don't be afraid to go to a skate park just because you don't know how to skate. Just do it. Do it anyway. Number 2, you have to loosen your trucks or loosen your wheels if you want to do blank. I don't really like that. That doesn't sit well with me because I think that no matter what your skate setup is, you can do anything, okay? Now, maybe you won't be able to do a move at its fullest potential. Yeah, but you can still get started and you can be successful doing it in a way that you want to do it. Typically, the type of people who say this to me, that I should loosen up my skates, are dancers. And they come from a correct place, technically, because if your trucks are a little bit looser, you'll be able to move around quicker. You'll be able to spin faster, things like that. But you can still do it without having loose trucks or wheels. It'll just be a little bit more difficult and you won't go as fast. Number 3, you can't dance with toe stops in. Because I did it. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Now the thing is, your toe stops will stop you from putting your heel up and your toe close to the floor, but there are still plenty of moves and alternate versions of moves that you can do where you can leave your toe stops in. Number 4, toe stops are not for spinning. I've heard this so many times and I'm really confused because to me, toe stops are for whatever you want them to be for. If you want to spin on your toe stop, I think it looks cool and I like doing it. I also use my toe stop sometimes to transition from going forward back when I'm at the rink, and people don't seem to like that. But I'm gonna do what I want to do. One thing about me, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Number 5 is that you need slide blocks or grind blocks in order to skate on ramps. Yes, you need grind blocks if you want to grind on the coping or slide across, but you don't need the blocks in order to just be on a ramp. Not everybody wants to grind, and that's okay. So even if you want to stall on the coping, you don't need blocks to do that. And I'm proof of that because I have some video footage that I don't know if it's on my channel yet, but I'll pop it in here of me doing some stalls on ramps where I don't have blocks. And I don't have blocks because I'm not super dedicated right now in my ramp skating journey. Once I get more into it and once I get better, I think then I will spend money on some grind blocks. For a long time, I stayed away from the coping of the ramp, the top of the ramp, because I was told that I need a grind block in order to stall. Please don't spend money on grind and slide blocks before you really need them. Yeah, only spend it if you really, really want to, but you don't need them. Number 6 is that you have to tie your laces in a specific way. Tie your laces however you want to tie them. They can be loose, they can be tight, as long as you are able to move freely on the floor in your skates, then you're gonna be good to go. Tie your skates in a way that feels comfortable to you. Number 7 is that I hear people tell me that I need to wear a helmet. I need to wear my gear all the time if I'm at the park. No, I don't have to do that unless I want to. I typically do because I don't want to smash my face, but in all honesty, I only wear my helmet and full padding if I am doing something new where I'm not confident with it yet and where I know there's a greater chance for me to fall. So if I'm just going to the park and staying on the floor area or just pumping or doing the really small bumps to the side, I'm probably not gonna wear my helmet. Now, if you're the type of person who wants to always wear your gear, more power to you. But don't let somebody tell you that you have to wear your gear. Don't let them bully you into doing that. And like I said, I recommend that beginners do wear the full gear, but it's really up to you. It's your own personal choice. Just always remember, safety first. Be very aware of your surroundings when you're at the park. Number 8 is that helmets are not for the roller rink. Okay, because you can wear a helmet whenever you want. I don't understand. I see people wear helmets at the rink and padding, full gear at the rink, and more power to you. If that's what makes you feel safe, then do it. But I have sometimes worn my wrist guards when I'm skating at a rink, and I've had people come up to me and say, "Oh, why are you wearing that? Like, you don't really need to wear that here." I'm gonna wear them because I'm a musician and I care about my wrists and my fingers. I need it to play guitar and piano. Just get out of my business. I'm gonna do what I want. Bottom line, don't be afraid to wear a helmet to a skating rink, indoor, outdoor, whatever. And if somebody makes fun of you for it or is questioning you, then that's on them. Just do your thing. At the end of the day, your head's gonna be protected if you fall. Number 9 is that people have told me, some people have told me that it's better to wear tight clothing while I'm skating at a ramp or at a park. And other people have told me that it's better to wear loose clothing if I'm skating at the park or wherever. And really that comes from their personal preference. I've tried out all sorts of different styles, and at this point, I really just, especially because it's fall and winter right now, I just wear sweats because that's what's cozy to me. Now, previously when I had an Instagram was really all about capturing that perfect, vibrant photo. And so I would get really into wearing different colors and different styles. But that kind of got to be a lot of pressure for me. Now, I don't care. I'm not concerned with what I'm wearing. I'm more concerned about what I'm saying and the content in the videos that I'm making. But don't get it twisted, I do really love to dress up. So if you stay tuned, you'll most likely see me skating in some type of dress or something random like that. And I say random because some of the dresses I have are literally that. They're random, they kind of stand out. Number 10 is that when I'm at a rink, people have told me that I am turning the wrong way. So typically at a roller rink, everybody skates in a counterclockwise motion. And I prefer to spin and transition clockwise, so over my right shoulder. Some people really don't like that. And of course, they're gonna speak their minds to me. So they'll come up to me and say, "Hey, so I think it will be better if you spin the other way." And I just say, "Oh, like, thanks for the suggestion. I'm gonna do it the other way though." Like, I don't really know what to say when people come up to me like that. I think that it really is out of having a good heart. I really, really want to believe and give people the benefit of doubt, but a lot of times it is men trying to mansplain things to me, thinking that they know best. And when it's not that, it's oftentimes older skaters, more advanced skaters or intermediate, who see someone who isn't as strong a skater as them and they want to not necessarily bully them, but they're kind of looking for prey in a way. They're looking for someone to tell what to do, someone to boss around so that they can feel better. And it's sort of this weird arrogance that I find with some really good skaters. And it's a shame because I've come to this sad realization that just because someone looks really cool and they're doing all these cool moves at the rink doesn't mean that they're a good person, a nice, caring person. It also doesn't mean that they are a good teacher or willing to try and help someone else learn. I guess to some people, me doing spins in a clockwise motion is going against the flow of skaters at the rink. But I don't understand that, because as long as I am skating in the overall general correct direction, counterclockwise, it shouldn't matter which way I'm spinning in my own small space. So I'm not sure why that really bothers people so strongly that they need to come and tell me to spin the other way. So like I said, a lot of times it's mansplaining. It's advanced skaters just wanting to be bossy and find someone to correct and show someone that they're better in a way. It's kind of weird. It's unfortunate. And I can always tell the difference between genuine help and arrogance. Also, another thing, when someone tells me that I can't do a certain dance move or a certain move because of my skate setup, it really makes me question them and just makes me realize that they have a lack of creativity in a way, because it's like, you're not gonna meet me where I'm at on my journey and just help me try something new without making me change something about myself. That seems kind of sketch. And like, I get where they're coming from when they say, oh, you need to loosen your skates, they're too tight. Yes, okay, maybe they are half correct or even mostly technically correct, but technicality, it just shouldn't matter. I really wish people could just adapt their moves and make it their own. And I don't know why it comes so naturally to me to just do things in my own way, but it just really bothers me that not everyone does this and they think that they need to follow these strict ways of skating. I don't understand. I can't really relate to that. I would also never say to someone that you can't do that move because you don't have the correct type of skates on. Yes, there are specific skates for specific skating styles, and outside of safety matters, for example, ankle support when you are landing big jumps and spins, it doesn't really matter. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong on other safety things that have to do with the type of skates, but outside of safety matters, I don't think it should really matter what type of skate you have. If you want to learn a dance move and you don't have special dance skates or rhythm skates, who cares? You can still try new things, and people just make too big of a deal out of what type of skates you're wearing, in my opinion. I think that different moves can be sort of changed up a little bit to fit your experience level and to fit your skate setup. And with experience level, I'm never going to tell someone, I'm not going to help you learn that because you can't learn it yet. You don't have enough experience yet. What? That's so mean. Like, you can at least try to help them learn some warm-ups or some exercises that can start to prepare them for learning the move as a whole. But I've just been brushed off so blatantly from some skaters, and it's kind of disheartening. I would never do that. So if you personally see me, for some reason, if we meet, I'm always going to help you, okay? So just know that I'll always help you out. And like I said, Like I stated before, I have to remember that just because somebody is like a super awesome skater, it does not mean that they are a good teacher. It does not mean that they are even a good person, okay? So it's unfortunate, but it's just the truth and something that I am trying to keep in my brain, because I will sort of get into this fantasy where I see a skater out and I'll be like, oh my gosh, like they're so good. I want to be their friend and we can be skate friends. But that's not always how it works. It sometimes is, and it's kind of magical, but it's not always how it goes down. Sorry to say. So, main thing from this is to just go out there, do your own thing, and hopefully you can find someone who will help you out if you ask nicely. It's more typical that someone is going to help you out, but if someone doesn't, or if they try to tell you sort of a silly rule that doesn't sit right with you, then just sort of walk away, roll away, and ignore it. Don't let it get you down. Give this video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more.